Boom. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Sunday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. So, I think it was last week where I reviewed the original bomb from Prairie Artisan Ales, and I decided to kind of get this one this week done for their version that I'm actually more excited about the original one just because I want to see if there's a little bit of a difference. But today we got their Cherry Bomb Imperial IPA. Wow, Imperial Stout, Jesus. It's Sunday, don't mind me. But yeah, this guy comes in at what's the percentage on this guy? Let's see. It doesn't say on the bottle, so okay, it's 11.5% ABV. So a nice Imperial Stout, which I'm pretty excited for, but it's pretty much the same entire recipe from the original bomb, which is coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers. But they decided to add cherries to it, so maybe thinking the cherries are going to add a little bit of a sweetness to it. Hopefully it's not like a medicine kind of. I doubt it's going to be like anything like cough syrupy kind of like cherry flavor to it, just because I feel like they aged it on actual cherries. I don't think it's gonna be like a maraschino kind of version, but I'm expecting maybe like this, like the dark kind of black cherry almost kind of situation. So having that extra sweetness to kind of balance out the coffee and the cacao nibs and all that kind of stuff, and maybe with that little extra warmth of the chili peppers, is going to be a really, really nice balance, I think. So, yeah, I'm pretty damn excited. So where's my bottle opener? There you are. Okay, so of course, I'll be drinking this out of my gift from Mr. Lee, not the real Gerard Butler, my little cock and balls bottle opener. Whenever I do a review, that's a bottle. I'm trying to make sure to use this one just to show my appreciation for him. Just because he was out in Greece having vacation with his family and he decided to get this for me, so I'm going to use it whenever I can. So let's crack this guy open and see what we get on the smell with this guy. Come on, there you go. I'm always scared this thing's going to freaking break on me when I use it, so let's see what we get on the nose. Yep, definitely getting the chocolate coming through, definitely getting that little bit of a coffee note. Not really getting much cherry on the nose, which is, I don't want to say I'm not surprised, but I'm expecting this just to add like a little bit extra element of sweetness. Of course, gonna be drinking out of my 311 Beautiful Disaster Tulip glass this afternoon. Let's see how this guy pours. I'm thinking this might be a little bit syrupy. I'm not 100% if it's gonna be crazy boozy or not, because if I recall, the original one wasn't like that boozy. The original bomb wasn't too bad, but I'm expecting this one would have like just that little extra element of sweetness in it, which I think the regular bomb was missing. But look at that. Nice as black, barely any head to it. Okay, now that I poured it, definitely getting more of like a coffee. I'm actually getting the chili pepper on the nose in this one a little bit. Definitely has that like kind of peppery kind of kick in there, mixing with like the bitter coffee notes. Yeah, it smells pretty damn delicious. So without further ado, let's give this guy a shot. So, cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Okay, so right off the bat, getting a lot of the similar flavors than I did for the regular bomb. Getting that coffee note, getting like that kind of semi-sweet chocolate kind of flavor from the cacao nibs. Definitely getting a slight sweetness. I don't know if it's because I can't distinguish the cherry flavor by itself, but I think with that cherry kind of vanilla kind of note that's getting there, it's actually creating a little bit more of a sweeter element to it. So what I'm thinking is they probably added the cherries and all that stuff while it was in the fermenter, so they probably just put the bunch of cherries in the cheesecloth, maybe had like a little bit of the cherry juice in there to kind of do stuff with that. But yeah, overall, it's pretty damn delicious. I'm actually getting more pepper from this one than I did from the original one, which is surprising just because the coffee note's coming through really nice. Definitely not too bitter, not too sweet. It has a really, really nice balance to it. I would say it's slightly sweeter from the original bomb, just because the vanilla gave it like a slight sweetness and made that kind of chocolate more in like a semi-sweet chocolate kind of note in there, with the coffee kind of balancing that out. But adding those cherries in there, adding that little extra element of sweetness, just kind of boosts that sweetness level up on this variant of the bomb. Just slightly. It's not like a crazy noticeable difference in my opinion, to where you're not going to like fully get like a complete change in flavor when it comes to this variation. You're just going to get that slight difference, and I think overall it was done still pretty damn well. I was a big fan of the regular bomb, so knowing that this cherry bomb just has that little bit extra element of sweetness, I think this is going to give me a little bit of a higher rating. So I'm trying to remember what I checked in the bomb with, so let's see what my rating for the bomb was. I would say it was about like an 8 out of 10 if I remember correctly, something close to that. But let's see, what was it? I'm curious. Where is it? Where is the check-in? There we are. So I gave this a 4 out of 5 on Untapped. So, yeah, so probably around an 8 out of 10. So let's look here on Untapped. Of course, you can't find anything from Prairie Artisan Ales. The Untapped is a really cool thing to where they show similar beers to that kind of one. So you may be able to find something that you recognize that you may be able to pick up that might give you similar notes to this. Which, it sucks because 3 of the similar beers on this one are from Prairie. So I'm like reading those doesn't really make sense. So I'm going to, because if you can't get your hands on this one, you probably can't get your hands on the other ones from Prairie. Or if you can, it might be stuff that's just available now. So we'll still read them off anyways. So we got the Sunday service from them, which I think I have that one in my possession somewhere. I just haven't done a review on it yet. But yeah, my dad's checked this one in already, gave it a 4 out of 5. So then we got the, wait, go back a little bit more. There we go. So we got the Sunday service, which is like of course, like a ice cream sundae, hot fudge sundae kind of Imperial Stout. Definitely higher in ABV. We got the double vanilla noir from Prairie, which is another 14% barrel aged Imperial Stout. So you're definitely going to get more aged, like more boozy notes on those. And then let's read the third one from Prairie that they have on here. It's their barrel aged peanut butter bomb, which their bomb series is pretty much their main kind of stout line when it comes to different variants and stuff. They do a cherry one, they do the original bomb, they do, of course, this peanut butter one, and then they kind of do other different variants of different kind of stouts, like the Sunday service and all that kind of stuff. So, but I would say the bomb is like their token stout, where they do you add chili peppers to it, kind of adding that extra peppery kick. But let's see, let's go to ones that aren't from Prairie and let's see what we got here. So we got one here from Dogfish Head, which is their Utopias Barrel Aged Worldwide Stout, which is a 17.3%. That actually sounds pretty damn delicious. I'm not sure if I would really consider this one to be in the same category, just because that's going to be a lot boozier than this one. And then we got one here that, from a brewery I would say a lot of people recognize. It's one of the Bourbon Counties from Goose Island. It's the Double Barrel Brand Toasted Barrel Stout, which is a 16%. So those two are going to be, it's going to be hard to say that either of those two are going to be similar to this, just because none of those have cherry in them. Plus, those are going to be barrel aged, so you're going to definitely get more bourbon flavors, more boozier notes kind of going through with those. But see, it's going to be tough finding one that has like I know Stone makes one with chili peppers that I would recommend to be kind of in that same realm of anything from the bomb line. I'm not sure if you're going to get really the cherry note, even though, like I said before, the cherry flavor isn't going to be like a standalone, you notice cherry in it. It's just going to add a little bit extra element of sweetness to it, to where it just adds it to make slightly sweeter like notes in this beer, to where it kind of balances out the coffee and all that kind of stuff just a little bit better than the original bomb. So I don't remember the name of that one from Stone, and anybody in chat or anybody who's watching the replay might know what I'm talking about. That might give you similar notes. So you just kind of got to look around a little bit. Look for like an Imperial Stout has coffee in it, and kind of see if there's anyone that has chili peppers, and kind of see what your thoughts are when it comes to a stout using chili peppers, because I've seen a lot of breweries start to do that now, and it's an interesting kind of concept. I'm liking it, adding that extra element of warmth, kind of being in there to recreate almost like a booziness, like different feelings you would get from a boozy beer, to where you'd feel the warmthness in your throat. So the chili peppers may help kind of imitate that kind of thing going on there. So let's look here. Of course, the description of this beer is pretty simple. Imperial Stout aged on cherries, coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers. But then it's at 11.5%, like I said before, so I would not consider this a sessionable stout at all. Definitely, after you have a couple of these, you're going to be feeling it pretty well if you kind of drink it pretty quick. 65 IBUs, which is, with it having a high, like that kind of mid-range, almost higher range of a bitterness to it, I'm surprised that it's not as bitter as it is. I think that's kind of the hopping, because that comes from the hopping of the beer. Definitely kind of help bring in more of the bitterness notes coming through to kind of help out that coffee that's in there. So with over 5,409 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.02 out of 5, which, yeah, is pretty good. Pretty damn good. Anything from the bomb has had easily, I think, had like an easy 4 and average 4 out of 5 on Untappd. So let's look at my friends list. I don't think anybody in my friends list that check. Oh, okay, only one person, my dad, because when we ordered these, we got 2 like we always get from Tavor. So he gave this a 4 out of 5, which, yeah. Like I say before, anything that my dad gets, anything from a 4 and above, it's a pretty damn good beer, because he drinks a lot. He's actually checked more beers in than I have and all that kind of stuff. So he goes to a lot of tap houses, goes to a lot more breweries than I do. But yeah, overall 4 out of 5 from him. That's telling you something that's a pretty damn good beer. So let's look here and see what the global ratings on this guy are. So this person gave it a 3.75. This person gave it a 4.25. Purchased at the Blair County Beverage Co., which is in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. What else we got? We got 4.5 saying, "Wow, well done. This is have a solid base, so they do not always any face." What the hell is that guy saying? So they have a solid base with worth a try. Drink this slow to see how it has. That guy doesn't know how to type. Holy crap! I can't even read what the fuck that guy's saying. But he gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Let's see. This person gave it a 375. 425, purchased at Beer Sauce Shop in Sunset Hills, Missouri, which is in St. Louis. He gave it a 425, saying, pretty damn tasty, true to the label, but the chili pepper brings zero heat. But there's that slight bit of chili pepper flavor, though. All in all, a good brew. Hides the ABV completely. Yeah. It's pretty close to that, I would say. The chili pepper really, to me, isn't really bringing that much heat, depending on how much chili peppers you use in there to kind of imitate that heat in the back of your throat. But yeah, you can't really taste the booziness at all, so I definitely agree with that. So this guy is pretty accurate on his description. So another 425 here, purchased at W&S Distributors. What is this place? Let's see. Come on, internet. There you go. Okay, so this is in Northumberland, Pennsylvania. I don't even know where that is. Some of these town names are weird. But he gave it a 425, another 425, 425. So yeah, you're seeing an average rating here between like the 425s and the 4s, definitely coming through pretty good. Yeah, so definitely, yeah. Okay, so it's the smoked. Okay, it's the smoked porter with chipotle peppers, Kentucky. Yeah, cool. Thanks for finding that one for me. I wasn't really sure what the name of it specifically was, but yeah, overall, pretty damn good ratings on this one for sure. So definitely seeing why this has an average rating above, easily above a 4. But let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing on our end over here and see what we're going to be doing for our different ratings and stuff. So let's look at the bottle art. Like I said, like I showed you guys before when it came to the original bomb, it has this really, really kind of almost, I don't want to say cartoony, but comic booky kind of like writing on there. Of course, the bomb had that kind of same kind of font, but they took advantage of it being the cherry bomb, where they actually made the 2 cherries on there kind of seem like they were grenades and like little bombs and all that kind of stuff. So it's a nice touch. And then having all those like action scene kind of bubbles like you would see in comic books. Like I imagine like those squiggly lines being like in those action bubbles, where it's like making a punch sound kind of thing, which I really think is a nice touch. It adds a nice little bit of color, which I really enjoy, having that red and white go through, and that was just creating all this stuff going through it. It's really, really cool. And plus, where they put their Prairie Artisan Ales kind of thing with the cherry bomb on the side is really clean, really classy. It almost looks like a picture frame with like leopard print, which I think is pretty cool. So overall, yeah, pretty solid label for sure. So if I saw that, it would definitely catch my attention. I would want to see what it is. So 4 out of 5 for bottle art for me, I would say. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. So I know there's a couple ones that Stone does that with like peppers and all that, because I'm not sure if it's the one Kevin in Kentucky you're talking about. Might be the same thing. I'm not sure, but okay. So I think I've had it before. I don't know if I've checked it in or not. I would have to check. But let's look at see what next thing we're rating on this guy. So if I got this beer in a flight at Prairie Artisan Ales, would I get another one? To be honest, I'd probably choose this one over the regular bomb, in my opinion. It just adds that little extra element of sweetness. I feel like you taste the chili peppers just a little bit more in this one than you did in the other one, which is really nice. It adds this like own little element to it and kind of makes it a little bit more balanced. So overall, the sweetness is a lot better than the regular bomb, even though the regular bomb was delicious. You guys saw me give it a pretty good rating, and this was just that much better. But it's not like I said before, it's not a crazy difference when it comes to the difference in flavor. It definitely just are very, very slight notes that just make the overall drinking experience with this one that much better. So if I got this one in a flight where I had the regular bomb and the cherry bomb, I'd probably get the cherry bomb over the regular bomb in just a regular glass for sure. So what is my final rating going to be? If I remember correctly, the original bomb got an 8 out of 10, which is definitely a reasonable kind of rating on my scale, just because it's delicious. It was absolutely delicious. Definitely had that nice kind of balance between bitter and like semi-sweet. It wasn't too syrupy at all. So with this one kind of having that not too syrupy situation as well, not leaving like that kind of lingering kind of note, not too bitter, not too sweet at all. This one's just that much more balanced. I'm going to give this one a solid 8.25 out of 10. Definitely just that slight increase from the regular bomb. So overall, still a really, really, really solid one. I would love to see people grab the regular bomb and the cherry bomb and see what their favorite is. I would love to see that if anybody in here can get your hand on anything from Prairie Artisan Ale. Most likely you can get your hands on the bomb. And if you can get your hands on the bomb, you can most likely get your hands on the cherry bomb as well, just because they're different variants and they're just slightly different from each other. I know Prairie distributes all the way to like Wisconsin, Texas, North Carolina, of course, Pennsylvania. So they're all over the place. I know most people know this brewery from their sour ale vape tricks, just because of the community we're all involved in and all that kind of stuff as well. So overall, yeah, this is a very, very solid one. Definitely just that slight much better than the original bomb for me. So overall, yeah, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are amazing. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. And if you're new to the channel and like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well. I'll let you know whenever I go live, do another review. Let's see, what else do I got here? Of course, if you would possibly want to see anything from Prairie Artisan Ales heading your way when it comes to being able to pick them up, always ask your local liquor store or bottle shop if they can carry anything from Prairie Artisan Ales. See if the distributor has it. They're always willing to bring in new stuff. Or you can get yourself over to Tavour. It's a beer delivery service based out of Washington State. Sometimes it's a little bit iffy when Tavour can ship to you, just because it depends on your location and all that kind of stuff, because each state has different like shipping laws when it comes to alcohol. They have to take advantage of small courier services and stuff. So when you go on Tavour, link to the website is down in the description below. They'll lead you to the app store, downloading the app, and then when you create an account, they'll have you put your zip code in and everything, so you'll know right away if you can get stuff delivered to you from Tavour. Because every once in a while, Prairie beers show up on Tavour. That's how I got the two bombs from them, the bomb and the cherry bomb. So who knows? You might be able to find some more stuff on there dropping from them sometime soon. I'm not exactly sure when they do the drops and all that kind of stuff, and when specific beers show up. So other than that, last but not least, if you're a fan of social media, there's one thing I'm always going to recommend. If you're a fan of social media and craft beer, you have to get yourself onto Untappd. It's a really, really fun platform where you can check in beers, get badges, all that kind of stuff. You can see what's kind of popular in your area, what's popular and trending globally when it comes to what people are drinking in the craft beer world. It's just a really, really fun time over there. You can see people like me, Kentucky, Ian, Dutch is on there, Kevin's on there, Lee, Not the Real Gerard Butler's on there. Just there's so much of us just checking in beers and have a good time on Untappd. It's just a really, really fun platform. It's available on Android or iPhone as well. So I would highly suggest you, if you're a craft beer fan, get yourself over to Untappd and create an account and do all that kind of stuff. It's super simple to use, and it's just a really, really fun time. So if you end up doing that, link to my profile is down in the description below for you guys. If you want to shoot me a friend request, I would love to see what everybody's drinking as well. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Thank you everybody in the replay who's going to be checking this out later. You guys are awesome as well. And I'm going to end this like I always end it before we get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you all next time. Cheers.